Barcelona is a city of convergence, a meeting place for the masses across centuries of population growth and cultural collision. To accommodate city life on such a scale, alcoves were carved from the urban fabric to create space for community. This is what we propose today. Among the challenges facing Barcelona, we identified critically important issues in the Catalan psyche: housing, social cohesion, and the urban heat island effect. These issues are especially salient in places with major development and population change, the exact conditions in which we find our site in La Marina del Prat Vermell. With affordable housing, new parks, and limited cars, the neighborhood can become an attractive place to live for families with children. To do so, development must promote social cohesion and mitigate the urban heat island effect as it evolves from an industrial zone to a neighborhood of 28,000 residents. Rapid densification of this low-income neighborhood risks fracturing the community, so it's critically important to strengthen social relations between new and existing residents. Heat island effects are especially dangerous for children, whose bodies can't cope with extreme temperatures, and tend to be most pronounced in industrial areas without green space, creating an increase of up to 8 degrees in the city center. To understand conditions at the site and across Barcelona, we conducted street-level observations of urban qualities related to social cohesion and the heat island effect, including third spaces, family friendliness, and vegetation. We analyzed on-site heat retention by studying temperature conditions at the adjacent neighborhood park. We found that ambient temperature was 8 degrees cooler in the shade than in the sun.
We compared the green axis Conca de Sen to La Marina del Prat Vermell using our social cohesion and heat island effect indicators. We found that La Marina del Prat lacks indicators of cultural representation, third spaces, and spaces with social seating. Marina del Prat has ample places for play and an established tree canopy, but we see opportunities to expand these further. From our research, we developed design strategies that focus on creating spaces that could increase social cohesion.
The project uses cross-laminated timber to create biophilic structures with less embodied energy than concrete, which create a sense of quality and dignity for residents.
Elevating the social housing allows the market to extend outward and provides flexible market space year-round. The project imagines a new model for how public space can be woven into public amenities like a market. We identified fractured ecologies around Marina del Prat Vermell and proposed to connect the land through green corridors. The planting of these corridors can combine habitat for animals while considering plants' seasonality for the human experience. Children's access and connection to nature is important, especially in urban environments when nature can be lacking. We considered these green corridors at the district scale and looked at how public transportation can be rerouted to provide access to families in the Superia. In addition, access to playgrounds and schools via pedestrian streets can provide safe routes for children and families in the Superia. In the summer, the sun intensity at 9 a.m., 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. was studied, along with prevailing wind patterns. We also considered connections to the existing outdoor spaces and how safe pedestrianized streets could help create one open space uninterrupted by automobile traffic. We considered repeating patterns of voids and bifurcating paths to create an ordering system for our site design. The design looks to create gradients of public space on the ground floor of the market with enclosed public space, social housing with sheltered public space, and the plaza with outdoor public space. We look to activate all areas of the public space with concepts from our theoretical framework and design strategies. We aim to create space with plantings that attract wildlife, incorporate seasonality, and provide shade from the urban heat island effect, thus providing comfortable shaded spaces for social interaction in the neighborhood.
Two-meter inset balconies take advantage of the Mediterranean climate, creating outdoor space and maintaining thermal comfort. To create thermal comfort during hot summer months, the balconies and windows are equipped with sliding solar shades. The housing floats above the market, maintaining a visual connection between public spaces while creating a covered plaza beneath where neighborhood activities can comfortably take place year-round. Both the market and housing use a stack effect as a passive strategy to increase ventilation through the space.
The proposed structural plan for the market includes preserving and highlighting the historic walls and steel trusses, employing cross-laminated timber to reinforce existing structure and add the experience of wood, and provide ventilation and three-season passive cooling via stack effect chimneys.
The housing units use a combination of CLT panels as decking with glulam beams and columns. To lift the building, concrete cores, base, and V-braces support the timber housing above.
Both buildings are oriented northeast, facing Montjuic and the plaza. This orientation responds to wind and sun conditions, focused on mitigating summer heat.
2 roof terraces include a larger space for children and families and a smaller space for lounging, both with views of the park and plaza. A shading device with offset panels covers both terraces, allowing for the option to be in or out of the sun.
By carving out alcoves for social interaction across scales, the project creates opportunities for vitality and cohesion to take root in this growing neighborhood.